Hi, my name is Pamela Dunn. I'm an Asian American 325, Section 50. My analysis is on the film Model Minority. In the film, I noticed a theme that was reoccurring with the characters. They had a very passive nature and a lot of passive characteristics. This was displayed through many different scenes by different characters, and in I think that this is a common characteristic amongst the Asian culture. They're a lot less direct and not as quick to express emotions. Kayla, her father, and her grandmother all displayed this characteristic. There was a scene in the movie between Kayla and her mother where her mother asks her to go and get her medicine for her, and Kayla, although she doesn't agree with it, she just goes ahead and gets the medicine and doesn't really voice her opinion to her mother. She kind of makes a comment to her sister that her mom is now referring to the drugs as medicine, as if that makes it any better, but she never directly says anything to her mom. And then also her father is very passive. When the first time that we see him in the film, Kayla expresses to him how her little sister needs a new backpack, and he just kind of walks past her and says that he doesn't have the money at the moment, but he never really addresses the issue. He doesn't bring it up again. He just kind of makes a quick comment and keeps going. Her grandmother shows passive characteristics and a very passive nature a few times in the movie. One time when she gets a phone call from Kayla, and there is clearly something wrong. She asks her a little bit about what's going on, but doesn't really go much into it when Kayla doesn't want to tell her. She just, hangs up the phone and doesn't try to figure it out any further. And there's also another scene where her son, Kayla's father, is clearly intoxicated, lying on the sofa, pretty much passed out, and she just glances at him, doesn't say anything, doesn't, try to look any further into it, just kind of lets it go by, sweeps it under the rug. And I think that this passive nature comes to a head when, at the end of the film, when Kayla's in juvenile hall, her sister's passed away, her father's kind of lost, and her grandma makes a statement about how things are going to change because she cannot keep acting this way and being this type of passive person where she just looks past things and acts like they're okay when they're not, because clearly things are not okay, and so she needs to change that. I think for me personally, I am a lot more adapted to the Western style of addressing issues. I'm a lot more direct and a lot more assertive, and I can express my emotions a lot more easily than, say, those in the Asian culture. I do have a friend who is Vietnamese American, and she has expressed to me on many occasions how her family is very passive, and is especially when it comes to conflict. They don't address the issue, and they won't sit and talk things out, or if something is bothering them, they're not very direct as to come and say, what's going on, or let's fix the problem. It's just kind of swept under the rug, look past it, you move on, and it just works itself out. And so my works cited for this essay is the uploaded film Model Minority, and also a handout that I found on www.coed.usf.edu.